locker room. Each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Josh Giddey is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Holmgren. Then it's Lou Dort. And it's Williams at the 4 slot. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Cans the shot with nobody near him. And this game features 2 tremendous passing teams. And there should be a lot of fun watching these teams move the ball.
One of the things that strikes you about both of these teams is that they really enjoy playing with one another. Both play an unselfish brand of basketball. The ball is moving, everybody's touching it, and usually that's when the confidence is sky high.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Timberwolves. And Gobert kicks to McDaniels. Traps in the tray.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. The Thunder making the shot. And the dunk by Towns.
That's easy money for Karl Anthony Towns. Gets in close range and leaves no doubt.
Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
And here's Conley outside. Edwards finds Conley. Outside, Towns. Just 5 to shoot. Fires top of the key. Dort grabs the miss.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Here's Giddey. And there's the feed to Holmgren. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
That's just incredible court awareness by Josh Giddey. Understanding wide open man, I've got to find him.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Right side Towns. Three-pointer. Gobert. And there's Gobert putting it right back in.
I'll tell you, with Rudy Gobert on the floor, you have got to find him and keep him off the glass because he can be a force.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. And the pass to Holmgren. Offline with his 3. Minnesota's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside Edwards. And there's the drive. And he banks in the layup. And it's all knotted up.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Williams. Lets it go from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, the passing ability on display for SGA. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander getting it done.
Conley, the pass to Edwards. Over in the corner, McDaniels. From the wing. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Holmgren.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And something you always hear about Jaden McDaniels, Doris, is how effortless he makes the game look.
Kev, when I watch this guy play, I feel like he glides through an NBA game. There's a finesse that you don't necessarily see from players his size. He's a handful on the low block. This young man is brimming with potential.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's rise to NBA stardom was meteoric.
Well, for me, GA, the more responsibility this guy seems to be given, the better he gets. He's improved every year, and at this point in Shea's career, it looks like his ceiling could be very, very high.
Now here's Towns. Here's Edwards. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Got a piece of it. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Outside Edwards. To the inside. Here's Gobert. And a missed layup. And so the first quarter's in the books. It's the Thunder leading by 5. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Pass to Giddey. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. For 3. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. Conley finds McDaniel. Now here's Towns. Screen by McDaniel. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. McDaniel's got 7 points in the game.
Well, you can see Karl Anthony Towns now is beyond just looking for his own shot. He's understanding, let me make the guys around me feel good.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks a lot, guys. Josh Giddey has been attracting admirers, including LeBron James. The King said he's really, really good. He has a great pace about the game, great vision. Josh is one of those kids who can definitely see the game a lot quicker than most guys out on the floor, and he's showing it. Just been playing beautiful basketball. Kevin, that's high praise.
It is both amazing passes. David, thank you. Giddey the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes to Holmgren. Lets it go with a 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Holmgren's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
McDaniels kicks to Conley. Towns down low. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
Now here's Giddey. Over in the corner, Dort. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Edwards looking it over. Gobert down low. Can't hit from in close. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Let's remember, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 6'6", so getting on the interior is not a problem.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. And Greg Anthony for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Part of a growing trend in this NBA, giving his team length in the backcourt.
Yeah, 6'6" with a 6'11" wingspan. He can see over the top of the defense. He helps you on the glass, and he can switch on front to front court players defensively. That's what teams are looking for nowadays.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Outside, Dort launches a three. The shot that time not on target. And Minnesota now the other way. McDaniels dishes to Conley. McDaniels passes to Conley. And he gets the win. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now to detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now, here's Dort. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Robinson Earl. It's rebounded by Towns. Timberwolves trail. McDaniels kicks to Towns. A three. Bangs home the trifecta. Towns has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, this ability of Karl-Anthony Towns to knock down threes makes him even more dangerous on the post. He's got such a well-rounded offensive game.
Here's Robinson Earl. And it is flushed down with a nice jam. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Pass to McDaniels. Takes it inside, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. 9 points for Jaden McDaniel. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
To the right side. Up top, Edwards. Back to Conley. Three-pointer.
Well, you have to have awareness and focus. Gilgeous-Alexander.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thunder lead by 1. From Target Center, back in a moment. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. They've got Wiggins, and it's Williams at the pivot spot manning the middle. Here's Robinson Earl. Tries the spin move. And there's the pass to man. Gobert with the block.
Defensively, few players have had a bigger impact than Rudy Gobert. That combination of energy and length and commitment, so good defensively.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip, can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Here's Noel. There's a good screen.
Isaiah Joe. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. It's Prince on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Anderson driving in. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Anderson's got the lead up to 4 now for Minnesota. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Kicks it out to Wiggins. He feeds it to Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Noel. Prince, the pass to Reed. Prince against Williams. Here's Reed, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
Williams a screen. Man passes to Williams. Now here's Reed. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's Noel. The kick out to Anderson. Offensive rebound. Reed the pass to Alexander Walker. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Tries again. Here's Noel, and it's blocked. They retain possession, and they get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Thunder trailing by 4. Here's Man. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Got a piece of it. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Here's Man. There's 1:47 left in the third. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. During the last decade, from 2010 onwards, the Thunder had the second most wins in the NBA.
It's mind-boggling to consider that. That was clearly during the Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden era. The Spurs had the most in that time frame. What that can tell you, though, is small market teams can win in the NBA.
Here's Alexander Walker. Feeds to Prince. Pass to Noel. Shot clock at 6. Deep 2 from Anderson. The Thunder pull it in. 1:20 left in the third quarter. Here's Man. Wiggins outside. Passes it to Man. Here's Robinson Earl. A crossover out to the right wing. Here's Joe. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. There's 57 seconds left in the third. Anderson outside. Prince outside to the wing on the left. He dishes it to Anderson. Noel passes to Reed. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there.
One more time for your Timberwolves.
There's 39 seconds left here in the third quarter. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Connects from three-point range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13. Now Conley. Outside, Towns. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. tees off on that one.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
The third quarter comes to a close. Minnesota on top, up by 4. We'll get right. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We're trailing by 4. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Giddey. 6 on the shot clock. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander attacking and in rhythm on the offensive end.
Conley with it. Outside Edwards. Back to Conley. And he drives in. Williams against Towns. Conley into the lane. It's deflected. Now here's Giddey. Pass to Williams. Towns with the steal. Outside Edwards. Towns down low. It's Edwards on the wing. Here's Holmgren. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And the Timberwolves call time here.
Here they come. Now headed to the floor. It's your Minnesota Timberwolves.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He said, I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from 3. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Conley finds Edwards. Clock at 6. Now McDaniels. Dort grabs the miss. Now Giddey. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander to take the lead into the lane.
It's fascinating to watch Dort.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. A surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some the previous plays, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by...
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young. Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Edwards passes to Towns. Outside Edwards. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet. And that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Gobert.
Austin Rivers.
And here is Giddey. third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball. Minutes remaining in the game.
6 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The three. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 20.
Boy, that's just a vet move right there. Night in, night out. Gilgeous-Alexander, such terrific awareness.
The pass to Rivers. Puts up a three. That one's not going to go. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Dishes it to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Really good possession there. They never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
The Timberwolves again can't hit. And here are the Thunder now. They're on a 13-1 run. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Giddey. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. Trailing here by 8. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
Edwards inside. Giddey defending. Here's Towns. And the layup falls.
Oh, does he deliver? That is a determined young fella right there. Karl Anthony Towns.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. Here's Holmgren. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
And it was going back and forth there for a while, but now starting to just stretch out that lead a bit. They're definitely looking like the better team.
No one covering.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
Giddey with it. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here.
shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooters league is what you see most of now.
Looking at the starting five for the Dallas Mavericks. They've got Luka Doncic. Tim Hardaway is out there with Christian Wood. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's McGee in at the center position. It's good on the putback.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Irving against Conley. Irving, the pass to Doncic. Hardaway with it. Outside Irving. Shot clock at 5. Towns with a rebound. First quarter of play, a minute in.
Tell you what, the Mavericks are so good in the half court. It helps that Luka is virtually unstoppable in most of the sets they run. The team feels very comfortable playing a slow-down type of game. One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Conley finds Towns. And he banks in the layup. The Mavs the slowest team in the league under Jason Kidd last season, Clark.
Well, there's no shame in that for them because they were playing to their team's strengths. They want to put the ball in Luka's hands and space the floor and let him go to work. If you have Luka, that's a smart way to play.
And the Mavericks with possession here after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. It's blocked by Gobert.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
Here's Towns, and it's blocked by Wood. Stolen by Conley. Pass to Edwards. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Now here's Doncic. It's tipped. And that'll be Dallas's ball as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks able to keep the possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Now here's Hardaway. McGee passes to Hardaway. Back to McGee. Wood outside. Pass to Irving. Launches it. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
You know, one thing Kyrie Irving has talked about is reclaiming his power, Greg.
Well, he has stopped listening to the outside voices telling him what to do, finding his own purpose and his identity. And at times, that's meant being something of a renegade.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
And here's Doncic outside. Sends it home from three-point land.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Irving against Conley. Up top, Edwards. Back to Daniels. Up top, Edwards. Guarded by Doncic. And too long on the shot.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Back to Irving. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Irving's got his second basket of the game.
Doncic taking pride in setting the table for his teammates. I love his unselfishness.
Conley passes to Edwards. Driving in. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on JaVale McGee. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Now here's Irving. And stolen by Edwards. Fast break, Minnesota. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Boy,
in sync with his teammate on that possession. Well done by Towns on that pass.
Outside Hardaway. Doncic on the wing. And Doncic with the jam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
McDaniels. And stolen by Hardaway. Doncic against Towns. And Doncic hammers it home.
Boy, there's a subtle but real physicality and aggressiveness to Doncic's approach to the game, and that's part of his greatness.
Towns passes to Edwards. Ooh, McGee with the block. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Mavericks ahead, leading by a point. And back at him. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Conley in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Here's Irving, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line, and they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still.
The previous play is under review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And he drops a first. Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, B.A., courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team, you know what? If you don't give them a charge, I prefer the no call. I like that idea.
McDaniels, that's good.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Irving, the pass to Wood. And Wood with the stuff.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
Here's Edwards. He has 6. Ooh, good D by Irving.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Back to Doncic. Gobert against McGee. Out to Wood. 6 on the shot clock. It's Doncic with a drive. The 3-ball. And the call over the back.
The way he was going over and through the man in front of him, he should have known the whistle was coming.
Yeah, you know, that was out of his reach anyway, so I don't even know why he made that effort. No need to commit the foul there.
Conley passes to Edwards. Back to Conley. Now Edwards. The kick out to Conley. And stolen by Hardaway. And now the Mavs on the run. Here's Wood. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, you look at Wood, and it's versatility that makes him a tough cover inside and out.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Here's Conley into the lane. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. So what do you think the keys are that can help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Doncic passes to Wood. And here's Hardaway. Kicks it to Doncic. Right side, Irving. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's the break. Here's Towns. Uneasy, too, on the layup. Towns has got his second basket on the night.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
Irving for 3. Knocks down the long J. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Conley passes to Edwards. Towns for 3. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
And, you know, we know he has this shot in his bag. I mean, Towns enjoys going right back at the opponent with the 3-ball.
McGee, a screen on Edwards. Doncic passes to McGee. Outside McDaniels. Back to Conley. Pass to Towns. McDaniels with it. Outside Conley. To the inside. Towns can't get it to go. The Mavericks have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Irving, the pass to Wood. Over Towns. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. From downtown. That one no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. Conley finds Towns. Gobert on the high post. Back to Towns. Oh, McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
To the paint. Doncic outside. Hardaway, the pass to McGee. Another shot. McDaniels with some nice D. The Timberwolves trail. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Now Conley. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. The kick out to Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Ooh, once again off the mark by Minnesota. And so a close game as we wrap.
Your Minnesota Timberwolves 21, the Mavericks 25.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half, we've got Dwight Powell, Maxi Kleber out there with Josh Green. Then it's Hardy, and it's Ntilikina in at point guard. The shot by Hardy, no good. Minnesota's shooting at about 44% so far. Here's Noel. The layup off target. Dallas has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Inside. Here's Kleber. Prince grabs the miss. Minnesota with the ball. Trailing by 4. There's the 3. He drops it from range. Prince has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Ntilikina. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And this Mavericks team, Grant, they are loaded up on shooters who can hurt you from outside.
And that's the way they should be built. Force teams to spread out and give Luka space. And when the Mavs get hot from outside, they are dangerous.
Back to Reed. Pass to Alexander Walker. For the lead. And he sinks the layup. Alexander Walker's got his first 2 points.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
And the Mavericks call time here.
We're looking for the loudest section. Time to get up and make the noise for the Minnesota Timberwolves dancers. Give it up for your Timberwolves.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Hardy. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Out to Kleba. The three. And it's Noel with a rebound. For Minnesota, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Anderson passes to Reed. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And now a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
Good awareness that time to put the shot right back up before the defense could react.
And Dallas calls time here.
To get hype, fans, it's the first
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Ntilikina to end the run. The shot comes out. Powell against Reed. Pass to Noel. Lets it go from deep. And another three from Minnesota.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
And the Mavericks call time here. And the Mavericks going with a whole new group out there.
Give it up for your Timberwolves dancers.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Irving, the pass to McGee. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Now here's Edwards, defended by Hardaway. Pass to Towns. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ballgame right here.
Here's Hardaway. Here's McGee. Oh, they need this. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Well, you look at McGee and the career resurgence he's undergone, guys, outstanding. I mean, when he's been in the right situation, he's been very effective.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Towns, and they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. And Towns' three-pointer is elite, but some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. And Dallas calls time here.
When you look at the intangibles of Luka Doncic, he has some of the best court awareness in the league, and that shows up most with his passing and body control.
A minute 31 left in the third quarter. And the way Doncic can feel the defenders around him speaks to his great court sense, Grant.
No question. And the elite footwork he has makes the most of it. I mean, one of the best at shielding defenders with his body. It's really how he can navigate through a defense with ease. Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Conley passes to Towns. And now they decide to foul intentionally. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And the thing I've seen that I've really been impressed by is they've gotten everybody involved, unselfishly making that extra pass, getting that ball to the right guy at the right time for the good shot.
Kicks it to Doncic. Shot to stop the run. Fires in the triple. Doncic has got 10 points.
And I know Doncic prefers a straight-on three shot, but his touch works just as well there in the corners.
Conley passes to Edwards. We've got 33 seconds left in the third.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Irving, the pass to Doncic. Outside for Irving. Pass to Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. Driving to the basket. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside Edwards. Fires for 3. Drains the triple. 11 points in the game.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the 3 consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. The T-Wolves on top. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game,
The previous play is under
to
review.
adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Outside Conley. Pass to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. The kick out to Conley. McDaniels from long range. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
First team foul.
Christian Wood picks one up.
At the line for Minnesota, Jaden McDaniels.
He hits the second from the line.
At the line for 3.
And he nails the third. Now here's Irving. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, I tell you what, Kyrie is an absolute magician inside. I mean, it's obvious that he works on his finishing, but he works on big guy drills too. That makes him even more impossible to deal with. I don't know if we've seen a better finisher in the history of the game that's 6'5" or shorter.
Just 5 to shoot. To the left wing. Towns for 3. Hauled in by McGee. McGee's got 4 rebounds in the game. It's Wood with a drive. And Wood with the stuff.
Wood, a guy with great mobility and pretty good skills as well. Getting to the bucket that time.
Outside Edwards. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Conley against Irving. To the wing, right side. Here's Towns, and there's the drive. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Well, it's going to take something special now to get them back in this game.
Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem likely.
Pass to Doncic. There's the triple, and they recover it. The Mavericks rebound. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Doncic passes to Wood. Doncic outside. This one for three. Minnesota with a rebound.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Towns with the ball. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Hardaway. And now the Mavs on the run. Got it.
Doncic using quick active hands. The fast break started beautifully because of it.
Minnesota has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Edwards against Hardaway. Now here's Edwards. Tightly guarded. McGee with a steal. Doncic outside. Down low. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Here's Gobert. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Tim Hardaway.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
And he sinks the second. Here's Irving. There's 1:54 left in the final quarter. The three is up. Gets the 3 ball to go.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
Pulls it. Towns up top. And it's Towns with the power finish.
You know, we all know Towns can do big numbers on offense, and it's great to see him this focused.
Kicks it to Doncic. Wood passes to Hardaway. And Gobert with a block. Towns against Doncic. The kick out to Conley. Back to Towns. Pass to Edwards. Now Conley, guarded by Doncic. Clock at 6. Here's McDaniels. Fires from the corner. Hauled in by McGee.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Yep, that one goes.
Boy, how about the move there from Hardaway, showing off another aspect of his game with the ball handling.
44 seconds left in the final quarter. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up by 9. And both free throws good for Edwards.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed it.
Conley against Irving. For 3, Hardaway. The shot that time not on target. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Outside Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
When Hardaway Jr. is forcing the issue like that, it draws the defense's attention, and I like his aggressiveness as a scorer.
Hardaway Jr.
Hardaway hits them both. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth. And here's Conley. So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show.
almost time for action here in Oklahoma City. And as the Thunder arrived earlier on, they appeared to be in no mood to show any mercy tonight. And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Doncic and Hardaway at the 2 and the 3. JaVale McGee is out there with Christian Wood. And it's Irving in at the point. Now here's Dort. Doncic with the steal. From deep three-point range. Thunder with the rebound.
And you watch the way Doncic runs this offense. He's become a master at the pick and roll. Incredible to see someone run it to perfection.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. I did catch up with the Thunder's head coach. Hey, look, he knows they've got great shooters who can score from anywhere in distance. He thinks his team can go toe-to-toe with anybody in the league there. And he won't be pulling back the reins even if they start missing a few. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Always want to get those threes falling consistently. Irving. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. It's a three-point game. That one, no good. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. On the wing, Irving. The tray. Another 3 for Dallas. And with Doncic in the pick and roll game, he's so good at such a young age.
It's amazing how well he reads the defense, but he can also freeze a defender or create confusion with that hesitation. He has all the tricks to run it.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Going forward, the Thunder have a ton of draft capital for them to put a lot of first-round picks either to play for themselves or in play to make some significant trades. Lots of flexibility there.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And McGee picks him up defensively. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And I think Shea Gilgeous-Alexander knows that this is an assist play in the making. Finds the open man.
And Oklahoma City with all those picks, Brent, should be interesting to see how they use them.
Yeah, and that process has already started in the 22 draft. They used some of that capital to line up some players they have on their current roster. So it's really interesting at some point what it is that the front office does to say, this is our team, and this is who we're moving forward with.
I mean, OKC's draft pick haul in the Paul George trade was massive. But the best part of that deal, getting SGA.
Yeah, SGA has been the face of the franchise the past couple seasons, and his game just continues to grow. He signed all the way through 2027. Is he the first building block, or is he going to develop into a player that people covet and they're going to try to pluck away? We'll see.
Now here's Hardaway. There's the dish to Powell. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Hardaway has got 3 assists now in this one.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Now Giddey. After the missed three-pointer from Christian Wood. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Dort. Now Giddey from the arc. Good on the three-point shot.
And a nice stroke. That's coming along for Josh Giddey.
Irving against Giddey. It's Wood with the drive. And contact. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul.
The previous play is under review.
Make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Yep, that one goes.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Out to Hardaway. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Giddey. 44 seconds left in the first quarter. Charge a screen on Irving. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, the Thunder score.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a very, very good ball handler. And when he explodes at that size, creates problems.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Mavericks. Mavericks trail by 5. Irving with the ball. He's got 6. On the wing, Hardaway. It's stolen by Dort. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock.
And Gilgeous-Alexander has that length to be able to extend up to the rim.
And so it's Irving who brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Doncic against Gilgeous-Alexander. Trains it from beyond the arc. Irving's got 9.
And really, he came into the game with that long-range shot looking great. Boy, he could wind up with a crazy number of threes today.
He gets really smooth sometimes. Gilgeous-Alexander has some size, and he challenged the defense with it that time.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And so it's Oklahoma. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Thunder?
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
On the court for the Mavericks, Doncic and Hardaway at the 2 and the 3. Good out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Irving in at the 1.
Gilgeous-Alexander up there, so dynamic as a finisher.
Here's Irving, the Thunder making the shot. Over to the left wing. And here's Doncic from the arc. Another 3 for Dallas. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
These are the type of games for Gilgeous-Alexander where the promise of his future looks incredibly bright.
Irving kicks to Wood. On the wing, Doncic. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Camp it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from McGee.
A playmaker of Doncic's talents wasn't missing that gap. He quickly gets the ball to the wide open man.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 14.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
The pass to Doncic. Feeds to McGee. It's deflected. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Giddey, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Oh, defense did not see that coming as Giddey goes for the jam.
Doncic passes to Irving. to the wing right side. Doncic against Gilgeous-Alexander. Lock at 6. Here's McGee. It's rebounded by Giddey. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander.
No layups right there for SGA up to the rim.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Mavericks timeout call.
Mavericks trail by 9. Doncic outside. Passes it to Wood. Shot to stop the run. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And so confident, even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
He's perfect from the line this time. How about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball? Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. And the Thunder another 3.
More and more promise here as a jump shooter, as Gilgeous-Alexander has a solid three-point shot.
Irving against Giddey. Here's Doncic. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. 13 points for Luka Doncic.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Takes it inside. Giddey kicks to Saric. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Thunder another 3.
No hesitation, SGA grabbing it and letting it go.
Irving for 3. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Coaches love Gilgeous-Alexander, and the way that he's working, he's refusing to give in against that kind of airtight defense.
Irving kicks to Hardaway. 43 seconds left in the first half. Nice defense from Dort. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. And it's Giddey in the corner. Saric outside. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the 3-ball is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 31.
And Saric, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
To stop the run. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
The Thunder shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
In that 2018 draft, you think about those names: Doncic, Young, Ayton, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Boy, that's a lot to begin with.
He takes it in. McGee with the block. They recover it. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half.
Your Thunder, 44. The Mavericks, 26.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
We've got Williams. Also Williams out there, and it's Man in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Here's Man. Right side, Williams. From outside, off the mark. And they've got time, Greg, to chip away at this lead.
Yeah, still lots of time, but they have to play smart if they want to erase this deficit.
Green drives to the hoop. The shot will not fall. Excellent D there from Williams. Here's Mann. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Joe passes to Mann. The feed now to Williams. Shoots over Powell. No good that time. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Hardy. And here is Kleba. Kicks it to Powell. All sorts of time. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Here's Mann. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Williams. He dishes it to Williams. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes it back.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And Kleba slams it in.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. Driving the lane. They get the rebound. And the shot goes down.
Way to stick with it right there as Ntilikina able to keep it going with the activity.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Down low, here's Williams. Great D that time from Powell. Mavericks trail by 16. Green in the post, covered by Wiggins. Kleba, the pass to Hardy. Back to Kleba. He feeds it to Powell. Thunder with the rebound. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. There's a screen by Williams. Joe passes to Wiggins. And there's the drive. Powell pulls it in. For Dallas, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Hardy passes to Powell. Dallas moving it around. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Thunder.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. And these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
This will be his 5th trip to the free throw line.
And last season, he was successful 81% of the time when he went to the line, so he didn't waste a lot of opportunities.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Outside Irving. Now the pass to McGee. Here's Wood, covered by Saric. Wood in the post. Saric is there. Some solid defense from Saric. And first time of the game called for Oklahoma City.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Thunder fans, here comes your own city.
Off the inbound, it's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And it's McGee with the jam.
Just a super unselfish guy. Doncic is all for getting his guys going. Enjoys setting the table.
3 seconds left, and he slams it one-handed.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
And so it's Oklahoma City with an 18. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The Thunder leading by 18. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Doncic and Hardaway at the 2 and the 3. JaVale McGee is out there with Wood, and it's Irving at the point guard position. Passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. First team foul.
They get a hand on it. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Giddey. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Giddey. Clock at 4. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Off target with his 3.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Here's Irving. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And when you think of Wood, the length is one thing that comes to mind. Great at using it there on the glass.
Pass to Saric. Now Giddey. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover for opposing guards, especially at his size.
Mavericks trail by 19. And a deep 3 from Doncic. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
3 points.
And how about the confidence to pull up from out there? And what skill to knock it down?
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
On defense, Dallas. Pass to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Gilgeous-Alexander becoming more and more comfortable where he can score on the floor.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. To the middle, Holmgren with the steal. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball. And the dunk by Holmgren.
They start that play with aggressive defense, finish with aggressive offense.
Well, a lot of times coaches will tell you that if you play great defense, you're going to get a reward. It's a good possession all the way around.
What determination from Doncic pushing his shot through despite some stiff defense to draw the foul.
Dallas making a switch here. Powell's checked in, and he's good on the second. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Dallas. Wood's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Saric.
A great disruptor of the basketball. Luka taking matters into his own hands tonight. Great to see him play like this.
Saric looking around. Giddey kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Saric passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the clock. Here's Giddey. Out to Saric for 3. The shot, no good. And it's Dallas the other way. And the pass to Doncic. Some solid defense from Šarić.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
To the paint. Holmgren in the corner. Unloads. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Holmgren's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Outside, Dort. On the wing, Giddey. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Drills it from outside. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 45 points. Mavericks trailed by 19.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Thunder.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren kicks to Giddey. Pass to Dort. Oklahoma City moving it around. Shot clock at 6. Giddey against Irving. Count that bucket.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And Doncic gets it to go.
At this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Pass to Wood. Goes up to the stripe. Misses off the right iron. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander against Hardaway. From deep. Powell pulls it in. On the wing, Hardaway. No good. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever.
Well, these two teams tonight, they are loaded with young talent. Doris, the future looks bright.
Well, they're loaded with young talent, and it is fearless talent. These are squads that are going to be tremendous to watch for the next several years. Tonight could be a preview of the next generation of stars to come.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Towns. Outside McDaniels. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards, always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
It's Giddey on the wing. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. That three's off the mark. Minnesota with the ball. Since KD left Oklahoma City in the summer of 2016, the Thunder have not won a playoff series, Doris.
That's exactly right, B.A. They had a few playoff teams, but they were all bounced in the first round. I think that is what led this organization to basically hit the reset button. Now they want a title caliber team, not a team stuck in the middle.
Now here's Giddey. Pass to Dort. 5 to shoot. Outside, Williams. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And here's Minnesota now. Gobert passes to McDaniels. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Jacks up a 3. Here's Towns. Soft touch off the glass.
This is what you get when you combine size and touch. Karl Anthony Towns in the paint, that's good.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Giddey. Stolen by Conley. Edwards against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Edwards. Takes the 3. They grab their own miss. The kick out to Conley. Here's Towns. 6 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
The kick out to Williams. Looking to end the drought. And Williams punches it home.
Wow, facing a huge size disadvantage. He goes fearless to the rack. Great athleticism and body control.
Here's Conley. Stolen by Giddey. Here's Holmgren. Some room here for Dort. Oh, it's no good. That would have tied it. In his rookie season, Grant, Giddey opened up a lot of eyes, certainly with his playmaking, but also with his rebounding.
Oh, B.A., he averaged almost 8 boards a game, playing around 30 minutes a night. His toughness and willingness to mix it up inside have been a welcome addition to this team.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
How about the confidence from three-point range by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? Boy, if he likes the look, he will knock it down.
Now here's Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Conley up top. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Nails it from 3.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Williams. Spins. 4-3. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Minnesota has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Outside Conley. Here's McDaniels. Knocked away. Dort with a steal. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, no good by Oklahoma City. Now Towns. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The T-Wolves on top, up by 4.
And please give a big round of applause for your partner, Youth Dance Team.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Lou Dort. Then there's Holmgren. And it's Williams in at the 4. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going in the second. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field.
Because of his length, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has no issues operating near the cup.
Outside Conley. Pass to Edwards. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And nowadays, switchable defenders are in demand. But we see smaller guards like Chris Paul, Kyle Lowry, Fred VanVleet, Doris. These are very capable defenders.
They are, B.A. They also happen to be very prideful competitors. So undersized guards take offense when you try to post them up. And the players you just mentioned, IQ, toughness, and heart, they all enter the equation.
Williams. Here's Holmgren. Lays it up and banks it in.
Got it in deep, and that's how you do it.
Minnesota in the lead. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Here's Noel. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Outside, Anderson. Here's Prince. Dort grabs the miss.
Guys, when you look at Lou Dort now, it is hard to comprehend. This guy went undrafted back to
that was something!
Wow, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander quick off his feet. Defense doesn't have time to react.
Timeout called the Timberwolves. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Anderson. McDaniels is checked in for Prince. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Noel. And yep, it's good.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Williams on the wing. Giddey passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot is up. Here's Holmgren, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
They were totally in sync on that play. Targeted the pass beautifully.
Edwards with it, and it's Giddey picking him up. Pass to McDaniels. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Gobert's got 4 points now in the quarter. Oklahoma City trailing. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Edwards pulls it in.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Takes a 3. Can't get it to drop. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Giddey passes to Williams. Giddey against Edwards. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Drills it from deep. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points in the game.
Well, on the catch and shoot, you've got to be shot ready. And Gilgeous-Alexander showing off his pretty form.
And here's Edwards. Drives to the hoop. Count it.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance. What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Edwards finds Towns. Back to Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Three-pointer. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Giddey. It's Dort on the wing. Williams passes to Dort. Stolen by Conley. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. Edwards against Giddey. Outside for Dort. Here's the three. Sinks the tray. Dort's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
Nice job by Lou Dort to make his way to the corner and then make the shot.
Outside Edwards. Back to Conley. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. All right, good stuff, Allie.
Your Thunder, 22. The Timberwolves, 26.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. From deep three-point range, and again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Here's Alexander Walker on the wing. Noel back to Alexander Walker. Pass to Prince. Here's Alexander Walker. 5 on the clock. Prince can't hit. Oklahoma City's gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. And that one's good. Man's got 5.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And Minnesota calls time here. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Pass to Robinson Earl. Here's Mann. He's got 5. Wiggins outside for 3. Rebound Minnesota.
When you think of the young Aaron Wiggins, here's a guy that can score in a variety of ways, guys. He can go off the bounce. He can spot up. He's a very opportunistic player.
To the middle. Here's Williams. To the inside. And Williams punches it home.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Here's Noel. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Thunder. Talk about the ways Wiggins can get the ball in the bucket. Doris, he's got defensive prowess too.
BA, he fits the classic 3-and-D mold that is absolutely integral to many teams' success. He may not be a classic lockdown defender, but he can guard multiple positions, and that's hugely valuable.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Minnesota's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Ooh, it's stolen away. Here's man. He's guarded by Conley. Williams from long range. And Conley grabs the miss. The Timberwolves trail. Looking to win the run. And he lays it up and in. Conley's got 5 now.
Well, if you give Mike Conley any kind of position on the interior, he is just crafty enough to finish it.
Williams, a screen on Edwards. To the paint. Williams misses. For Minnesota, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Towns passes to Gobert. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Give him 8.
Well, this is where Cat can manufacture additional points for his team. Defense focused and locked in on him. Find a teammate.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Wiggins outside. No good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way.
What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
Reed can't hit. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Pass to Robinson Earl. Alexander Walker grabs a board. The Timberwolves have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Here's Noel. Here's Anderson. Here's Alexander Walker. From deep. Out of bounds, the Thunder will take it.
Oklahoma City ball.
40 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's man. 5 points in the game. To the right side. Here's Robinson Earl. Connects from downtown. Robinson Earl's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Noel. Here's Alexander Walker. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Prince. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
High activity, challenging the heart of the defense. Taurean Prince is not afraid to mix it up.
Joe missed it. That's the end of the third, and it's tied up. And we'll be back right after this. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. They've got Holmgren. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Lou Dort, and it's Williams in at the power forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has an array of moves, this guy can get going offensively. He's starting to cook a little bit.
Here's Edwards. Conley finds Edwards. Stolen by Giddey. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. 18 feet out. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. Outside Conley. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Towns. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Now Edwards. Here's Gobert. Williams defending. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent elite defenders in the game.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Up and over Conley. Yes! And the foul! It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. Endorsed with Gobert. It still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And BA, at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either.
Right side McDaniels. The 3 is up. Sinks it from distance. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
Well, Anthony Edwards showing you that I've got some playmaking in my toolbox. Nice pass.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. From the arc. No good that time.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, BA, that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, the young gun, Anthony Edwards with the big-time delivery.
Oklahoma City has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Giddey. From outside the arc. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
Wow, Josh Giddey might be young, folks, but a fearless big-time bucket right there.
Conley passes to Edwards. McDaniels with it. Dort defending. Back to Daniels. Shot clock at 6. Edwards against Giddey. Giddey with a defensive effort. Oklahoma City has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. Back to Dort. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Giddey on the wing. Dort left side. That shot off the mark. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Now here's Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. And it's Giddey with a rebound. There's 47 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good. Important possession here.
Yeah, we'll see how they execute under pressure.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him.
29 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Back to Daniels. Here's Edwards.
Oh! Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Pass to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. Oh, offline.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
And Minnesota calls time here.
Ladies and gentlemen,
from Pete Conley. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last-minute shot is offline. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Also, Josh Giddey out there. Holmgren is out there with Lou Dort. And it's Williams in at the 4. And stolen by Edwards. Knocks it loose. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Gobert finds Conley. It's McDaniels on the wing. Dort defending. Edwards can't hit. Thunder with a lead. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The 3. And it's Dort off the drive. And he dunks it down.
Boy, wide open teammate. Really pretty pass by Lou Dort. No hesitation there.
And we played just over a minute here in overtime. Lets it fly. The shot by Conley. No good. Oklahoma City shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Williams passes to Dort. It's Giddey on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Holmgren. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
Karl Anthony Towns twice on the pipe. Send it back, big fella.
Gobert up top. Outside McDaniels. Launches a 3. Towns with the ball. Beyond the arc. Gets the 3 to fall.
Oh, does he deliver? That is a determined young fella right there. Karl Anthony Towns.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the drive.
Oh, wow. SGA, that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to you. Big-time clutch delivery.
The 3, Conley. Kept alive by Minnesota.
Gobert is not fazed by these moments. He wants to be the man.
And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
They set the pick. Dort outside. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's good.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Outside, Williams. And that's an intentional foul. And so it's the Thunder who come out on top here. Things look, Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
organization, I mean, the team has really avoided any kind of lengthy rebuild. To their credit, they want to win, and this team is definitely capable of doing that.
Tip-off goes to Minnesota. And here is Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Wood against Towns. Shot clock at 5. That shot off, and the Mavericks going the other way now. Now, here is Irving. From deep. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You know, the threat of Irving's drive can open up looks for him from the perimeter, and he is a gifted scorer, folks.
Outside Edwards. There's the drive. Towns finds Conley. Out to Edwards. The leaner. Here's McDaniels. Second chance shot. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Hardaway. Irving against Conley. Wood pass to Hardaway. On the wing, Irving. Doncic against Edwards. Fires from 18. Stolen by Michael Conley. Down low. Here's Gobert. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And how about the play by Gobert there in the paint? Not afraid to get physical on his way to the basket.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the game.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
And that one's good. Doncic.
His IQ is one of the best in the league. Irvin has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Yes, Kevin, I caught up with Jason Kidd just a few minutes ago. He told me they'll be looking to stretch the defense with their ability to knock down shots from deep. He said success on the outside will translate to success on the inside. Sounds like instead of going inside out, they're going to go outside in. Interesting. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Dwight Powell's checked in for JaVale McGee. Here's Wood. On the wing, Doncic. Back to Hardaway. On the wing, Doncic. Clock at 6. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Irving with it. Doncic right side. Hardaway with it. Working on McDaniels. No problem knocking that one down. Doncic has got 6.
At the arc, Doncic can seem unstoppable. You've got to guard him closely out there. You can't give him any space or he'll hurt you.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Irving surveying the floor. Here's Wood. He kicks it to Hardaway. Outside Irving. And here's Doncic from the arc. And no good that time. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. 1:12 left to play in the first quarter. Conley dishes to Towns. Out to Conley. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. The layup missed.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Hardaway banked in off the glass.
Well, Hardaway Jr. is a competitor now, showing you some real toughness. He's not going to give you an inch. He's going to fight you to the finish.
Oh, here's Edwards. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. McDaniels finds Conley. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
Irving passes to Wood. Now Powell. On the wing, Hardaway. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And here's Doncic from the arc. It's hauled in by Karl-Anthony Towns. Outside Edwards. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Mavericks. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
Doncic and Hardaway at the 2 and the 3. Christian Wood is out there with Powell, and it's Irving at the point. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Now, here's McDaniels. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day great falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. A surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
The previous play is under review.
the action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now to check.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
Edwards against Hardaway. Out to Conley. The pass to Edwards. Back to Conley. Towns in the corner. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
And it's Towns missing. And it's Wood with the ball for Dallas. It's a three-point game. And good that time. Irving's got 5.
Well, I tell you what, Kyrie is an absolute magician inside. I mean, it's obvious that he works on his finishing, but he works on big guy drills too. That makes him even more impossible to deal with. I don't know if we've seen a better finisher in the history of the game than 6'5" or short.
Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl-Anthony Towns has had?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
Doncic passes to Irving. Wood kicks to Doncic. And a wide-open look for Irving. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Irving's got the lead up to 6 now for Dallas. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Screen by McDaniel. Conley with it. He's picked up by Doncic. McDaniels finds Edwards. And he goes right over Dwight Powell and slams it down.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Out to Doncic. Pulls from the top of the key. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Edwards against Hardaway. And finished off by Edwards.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Outside Irving. Kicks to Powell. Hardaway dishes to Powell. Dallas moving the ball around. Over in the corner, Wood. Doncic outside. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Gobert the pass to Edwards. Here he goes. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
And he makes both free throws.
During the summer of 2021, the Mavericks had some major changes. Longtime head coach Rick Carlisle left after 13 years in Dallas, and they also got a new GM.
Out to Doncic. Stolen by Conley. Passes it to Towns. Back to McDaniel. Wood against Towns. Has to come. Over in the corner, Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Over in the corner, Doncic. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Doncic. That's tipped to the inside. McDaniels kicks to Gobert. McDaniels dishes to Gobert. Edwards passes to McDaniels. Outside, Towns. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And it's a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
A good play ending with the right player. Big Cat, one of the best shooters we've ever seen at the center position.
Powell sets a screen for Doncic. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not going.
The previous play is under review.
Signaling they are going to review the tape.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the call is going to be over. Thank you, David, for that interview.
That's the end of the first half with the score. Your Mavericks, 23. Timberwolves, 24.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Taurean Prince is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Noel in at the 1. Back to Prince. The kick out to Anderson. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. A costly foul there. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Post game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast.
The previous play is under review.
Everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and Involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Mavericks. And the Mavericks call time here.
Anyone out there want a free t-shirt? These t-shirt cannons are noise activated. Make some noise! Give a big round of applause to yours, Photon crew.
Three shots.
And the first one drops.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past, just keep evolving as a team.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
Timberwolves ball.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And Kevin, they've been committing a lot of turnovers here. Taking care of the basketball is the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Christian Woods checked in for Davis Bertans. Hardaway comes in for Reggie Bullock. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Hardy. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Justin Holiday. Gobert, no good. The Mavericks trailer. Here's Irving. And he lays it straight in. Irving's got 10 points.
Flashing those crazy handles. I mean, major rush hour handles. So fun watching Irving handle the ball the way he does.
Conley kicks to McDaniels. Edwards dishes to Towns. And that one, good. He's got 10.
Towns has a rare combination of size and skills. And, you know, when he gets to rock in the painted area, good luck trying to stop him. He's dangerous down there.
Hardaway for three. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's McDaniels. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Now it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Doncic passes to Wood. Another shot. Edwards with the block.
And you see Edwards trying to do this more, impose his will at the defensive end. Good job defensively that time.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
Really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you've got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Out to Conley. Pass to Towns. Inside. Gobert, no good. Mavericks trail by 5. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Conley with it. He's picked up by Irving. Wood with the block.
Boy, nice job that time by Wood going after the block and getting it.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half.
And you talk about believing in yourself. Man, how about Christian Wood?
Greg, self-talk and self-confidence is critically important at this level. And, you know, this guy, Christian Wood, was cut or waived from 4 NBA teams. Wasn't on an NBA roster for an entire season. finally broke through with Detroit in year 5, and there's no turning back now for the big fella. You know, we all know Towns can do big numbers on offense, and it's great to see him this focused.
Irving kicks to Wood. Back to Irving. A 3-ball. And rebounded by McDaniels.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Towns finds McDaniel. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Edwards passes to McDaniels. Here's Gobert. 6 to shoot. Good D by Wood. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Dallas. Plays it up and banks it in. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, you know, on some nights, Irving's just unguardable, and that's when you just keep letting him do his thing.
Here's Edwards. It's tipped. Hardaway against Conley. Hardaway, no good.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
And Edwards with the stuff.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
There's the pass to Wood. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Irving from long range. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Edwards. Irving with the steal. Doncic outside for the lead. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. He gets it up. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Minnesota on top, leading by a point. We're back after this from America. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Minnesota with the ball. They lead by 1. Doncic and Hardaway at the 2 and the 3. Dwight Powell is out there with Christian Wood, and it's Irving in at the point guard. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
Powell, that's good.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Conley kicks to Edwards. Driving inside. And finished off by Edwards.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Doncic way outside. No good. That would have tied it.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. And it was maybe a step out of his range.
Irving drives in. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Always a threat on the drive. Irving has an explosive first step.
Irving against Conley. Here's McDaniels, and the shot goes in. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Out to Doncic. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see. An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it.
Well, I tell you what, you just got to sit back and admire the creativity there.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. Well, I got a chance to listen in on what Jason Kidd was talking about with his players. Told them this is gut check time. This is when it gets real and when it gets fun. We're here to play in these big moments. Let's make this one count. Kevin, by my count, that's 5 cliches.
Thanks, David. Edwards looking it over. The putback, and there's Gobert putting it right back in. Now it's a 7-point Minnesota lead.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Outside, Towns. He dishes it to Conley. The kick out to Towns. Clock at 4. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Doncic. Here's Powell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Powell, with that long body of his, does a nice job going at the defense and forcing them to foul.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Minnesota leading by 6. Edwards finds Towns. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Edwards dishes to McDaniels. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. McDaniels got the lead up to 8 now for the Timberwolves. Irving passes to Wood. He feeds it to Powell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
The length and mobility of Powell is really impressive. He's a solid big guy who I think continues just to get better at both ends.
Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
Conley kicks to Edwards. We've got 1:28 left in the 4th. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Conley dishes to McDaniels. Lets the 3 fly. Nice D from Doncic. Mavericks trailed by 6. Looking to end his cold spell. Oh, the jam by Wood.
Wood embracing the moment and knocking down a big shot.
Against Irving. Outside Towns. Dishes it to Gobert. Out to Edwards. Outside Towns. Here's Conley. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
All eyes are on Conley, a normally confident shooter. Can he sink the free throw?
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
This is it to Wood. We've got 33 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And here's Doncic from the arc. It doesn't go for him.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Well, one of the ways you mark consistency is looking at a player's efficiency rating, and catch is generally among the best in the league.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Connects from downtown.
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
Towns kicks to McDaniels. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
At the line for 2.
He's able to hit the second one, and that puts them up by 5. 11 seconds left in the 4th quarter. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Misses the 3. And And so Minnesota takes the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. This is Brian Anderson. Allie, take it away.
The Mavericks last season traded away Kristaps Porzingis. Can they find...
Thanks, Allie. Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
And the Oklahoma City starting five. Luguentz Dort out there with Dario Saric. Then there's Holmgren. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point guard position. Just 2 to shoot. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Ooh, no layups right there for SGA up to the rim.
Outside Irving. Pass to Wood. Now here's Doncic. It's tipped. And he recovers it. And Powell with the stuff. Here's Oklahoma City now. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Outside for Dort. Outside Giddey. Out to the right wing. Dort with it. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the clock. And stolen by Hardaway. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. And it's Doncic missing. And Tim Hardaway Jr., a valuable offensive weapon, even if he's a bit of a volume shooter, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, his efficiency has never been a selling point. But he consistently will fill up the box score and always willing to shoot and can create for himself.
Now here's Doncic. Tipped. And here's Saric. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Giddey. And he banks in the layup.
Not afraid to try his luck down there. Giddey on the interior.
The Mavericks have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Irving, the pass to Wood. Saric with some nice D.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize.
And it did not take long for Josh Giddey to find a place in this league as a taller point guard with incredible vision. This guy does a little bit of everything on the floor.
And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Outside Giddey. And stolen by Hardaway. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. Pass to Wood. Uses the glass to finish the layup. As for Giddey's quick start of the NBA, he recorded his first triple-double at age 19, Brent.
Yeah, pretty remarkable, B.A. The youngest player ever to get a triple-double in this league. And this is the kind of guy who just makes passes that other players don't even see or even think about. So his instincts, they're off the chart.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Saric. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Irving against Giddey. Irving, the pass to Doncic. Powell right side. Pass to Hardaway. Here's Doncic. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And this team's offensive catalyst, Doncic puts pressure on the defense every possession. Well, we're starting to see the pieces fall into place in OKC. Their #2 overall pick, Chet Holmgren, showing tremendous promise. And the chemistry he's developing with Josh Giddey and SGA makes them very, very intriguing.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the Thunder, another 3.
Well, proving more and more he's trying to be more effective from the three-point line as Gilgeous-Alexander collects a bucket.
Doncic passes to Irving. Gilgeous-Alexander against Doncic. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Giddey. Tries the spin move. Pass to Holmgren. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Three-pointer. And the three-pointer goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14 points.
Gilgeous-Alexander creative and tricky on that play.
Irving against Giddey. Irving goes in, and he gets that one.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Šarić. Here's Holmgren. Now covers, and down it goes. 2 points.
And Šarić, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
Powell sets a screen. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. The hustle they've... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
Christian Wood out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Tim Hardaway. And it's Doncic in a 2-guard. So that's who Dallas starts the second with.
Dallas foul. Kyrie Irving. First personal foul.
Watching SGA run this offense, he's so patient and he reads the defense exceptionally well.
The Mavericks making a switch here. McGee's checked in. Hardaway against Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort outside. Pass to Giddey. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Over Irving. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Kyrie Irving.
And part of his game that he's still working on, Giddey growing at the line.
Yeah, Gilgeous-Alexander really plays at his pace, Grant.
You know, B.A., he's one of those guys the defense just can't speed up. And every move is purposeful. No wasted motion. He methodically breaks you down.
Timeout on the floor. Mavericks. Both free throws good from Giddey. And Brent, you look at the Defensive Player of the Year award. Generally, the province of big men. Does that shortchange the great perimeter defenders?
I think so. I mean, we're seeing more and more with teams playing small, BA, the value of being switchable on the perimeter and taking on the best offensive player that tends to come from the wing position. You got to put some more value in how wing defenders are out there and shutting down primary offensive players on the other team.
McGee with it, and it's Dort picking him up. Outside Hardaway. Here's Irving. Oh, it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Nice job, SGA, coming in and using that long, athletic wingspan.
Going inside. It's stolen by Irving. Now here's Doncic to stop the run. Here's McGee, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
He got in excellent position, then takes it right back up.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh,
Are you kidding me? Wow.
Amazing.
Man. Gilgeous-Alexander up there, so dynamic as a finisher.
You know, there was a time years ago when the Mavericks were one of the NBA's shakiest teams. Now they're one of its proudest franchises.
Knocked loose. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Doesn't fool anyone with that crossover. The D pokes it free as soon as the ball's exposed. Got to be more careful.
And you can attribute the Mavs' rise to stable ownership and some very savvy front office moves.
They're so true, B.A. They've made some great decisions in the draft, for sure. They've been able to find cornerstone players and build solid rosters around them.
Giddey against Irving. Giddey passes to Dort. Back to Giddey. Fires the three. Hauled in by McGee. Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Hardaway. Doncic outside. Back to Hardaway. Doncic outside. Clock at 6. Who poked away. Stolen by Giddey. And they're pushing it up. Dort with it. He's picked up by Hardaway. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tim Hardaway. That's his first foul of the game. 1:41 left in the first half of this one. Dort, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Saric a screen from behind the arc. And stolen by Wood.
You can stay active on defense. Good things usually happen. Right there, quick hands helped alter what would have been a short two there.
And there's the whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game. Well, last season for the Thunder, Brent, their top 8 guys by playing time, all 23 and under.
To get experience for those guys, and there's really nothing that replicates game time, game action, game decisions. These guys all exposed to it last year, BA. Let's see what kind of strides they make in this season.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It goes on Kyrie Irving.
Gilgeous-Alexander, such growth in his first year, continues to show he's learning this game. And I think Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, just another one in that long line of Kentucky Wildcats coming into the NBA that has carved out a pretty nice career so far in the league.
Back to Irving. Reverses. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Trust Doncic to make smart moves with the ball. He puts it in the hands of a guy with a wide open shot. Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
The Thunder have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Giddey into the lane. Pass to Holmgren. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
Now a timeout called by Dallas.
They've committed enough fouls to be in the penalty already. Not good. They really need to concentrate on playing strong defense without getting too physical.
Give a big hand to your junior defense crew.
For Dallas, they've gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Gilgeous-Alexander against Doncic. The drive by Wood, and Wood with the stuff.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Saric. And no good. Some solid D from Wood. Doncic outside. Here's Irving. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And we finished off one half of play. It's the Thunder leading by 14. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
He took a head-on approach in the first half, going straight at the D and drawing fouls.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
Taking a look at the Thunder, and it's Wiggins in at the 3, the small forward. And it's blocked by Wood. And they're running. Here's Doncic. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And just a tenacious play by Doncic, driving right into the defense and drawing a foul while shooting.
He's perfect from the line this time. And here are the Thunder now. At one point, they led by 16. The drive by man. Oh, McGee with the block. Irving, the pass to Doncic, and stolen by Williams. Williams against Irving. The kick out to Wiggins. Pass to Joe. Shot clock at 5. Driving in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 14.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
Outside Irving. Tries to break his ice. Here's McGee. And McGee with the stuff.
And Kyrie with that feel, man, it's so special, impressive. Finds a teammate, that's a direct dime.
Here's Mann. He's guarded by Irving. Here's Williams. Banked it in off the glass. Williams has got his first bucket in this one.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Doncic with it. He's got 6. Back to Irving. From down in the low post, it goes. Irving's got 8.
You just never know where the shots are going to come from Kyrie on the inside. So creative with his finishes.
Pass to Joe. Back to Mann. To the middle. Here's Williams. The Mavericks pull it in. Trying to make up ground here.
And with plenty of time left, you want to play with urgency, but not desperation.
And the basket by Wood.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. A line change here for Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game.
Yeah, and Christian Wood moving here to the Mavs over the summer. Now, the Mavs knew they wanted more size, so they sent a number of players in exchange, but they got a deadly weapon to help them this season.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 23.
Gilgeous-Alexander learning this offensive system and learning it well.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA expanding its footprint through video games. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "There's an opportunity to capture a new kind of fan who isn't currently watching our games but enjoys playing NBA 2K. By learning about the players and the teams, they're more likely to engage in the live product." Brian?
Yeah, it goes hand in hand, Allie. Thanks. McGee's shot is off. The Thunder have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Pass to Holmgren. And he throws it down with one hand.
And Giddey, just that sixth sense to find the open man.
Outside Irving. Out to Wood. Doncic on the wing. Here's Irving. Lets the 3 fly. Dort grabs the miss. 1 minute left in the third quarter. Saric, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Christian Wood picks one up.
He gets really smooth sometimes. Gilgeous-Alexander has some size, And he challenged the defense with it that time.
Powell, he's checked in for McGee. And when Dort's out there, Grant, he really gives this team a physical presence.
Oh, I like this guy, B.A. I mean, very strong, very aggressive at both ends. He makes a lot of hustle plays. Seems like every successful team has one or two of those guys like him.
Dallas has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Doncic outside, driving inside, and Doncic with the jam.
What energy on the drive from Doncic. Charging in before the defense can seal up the gaps.
Oklahoma City calls timeout.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Hardaway against Gilgeous-Alexander. Right wing. Driving to the basket. 6 on the shot clock. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Come on now. This kind of powerful finish gets guys going.
Yeah, especially when it's coming from your point guard. What a flush.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
On target from range.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Fires in the triple. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points now in the second half.
Revenge. Alexander coming right back for 3 of his own.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Oklahoma City has gone 5 of 8 from outside the 3-point line on this one. They've got Kyrie Irving. Tim Hardaway is out there with Christian Wood. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Doncic in a shooting guard. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Irving finds Doncic. He takes it in. And Doncic with the jam.
That's what happens when you let Doncic get this close, using his vertical to perfection.
Gilgeous-Alexander up top, defended by Hardaway. Oh, nice.
Look at the bench.
Down.
I mean, the bench is going nuts.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Hardaway with it, and it's Giddey picking him up. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Dort outside. Let's go with a 3. Drills it from deep. Dort's got his first 3 points of the game. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Thunder?
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And all game long, they've been finding blocks. Their focus on strong rim protection has helped stifle the opposing team's offense.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Gilgeous-Alexander able to get into the seam and the crack quite quickly and puts pressure on the defense.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Irving against Giddey. Looking to get back on track. The shot no good. So Oklahoma City will take it the other way. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes it inside from behind the arc. That's good from Giddey on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Thunder lead by 18. Dort against Hardaway.
Thunder foul. Chip Holder. Their personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Hardaway. Wood outside. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lu Dort. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Doncic passes to Hardaway.
Lou Dort, one of the better defensive players in the NBA.
Good.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Hardaway. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. 16-point lead. It's Giddey on the wing. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists in the game. Irving for 3. It's hauled in by Saric. Saric has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Dort outside. Pass to Saric. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Saric has got his first points of the game.
Wanting to do whatever is good for the team on any given possession. That time Dort playing unselfishly.
All right, guys, let's give a big hand for your D-Town crew.
Doncic against Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to Wood. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Few guys distribute better than Doncic. He's got good instincts for when and where to send the ball.
That's good from Wood. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Holmgren. Outside Giddey. The 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Giddey's got 9 points in the quarter.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Powell's shot is off.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Thunder.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
4 on the clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 36 points. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Out to Wood. The Thunder pull it in. And there's the call on Christian Wood. That's his 3rd foul so far.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
And here are the Thunder now. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, BA. They deserve the win.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Giddey. Here's Saric. And so Oklahoma City takes this one, and by a big margin. Boy, this crowd has to be